thing last time. Messages me. Where's the commentary? This is boring. I can't watch this.
Yeah, like because we were watching, like myself, Wes, Hamish, we're all watching, and like we video chatting with each other. So I said to Hamish, this would just be because you can't even hear like the ball coming off the bat or anything like that. So like what would be sick is if there was just some voice to go over it, so you're not just watching a screen but no sound.
Underneath are the used balls.
So he said he was going to talk to Ara.
Yeah, it does. It makes a bit of a difference because I know I was watching right at the beginning when they had the 4-day games.
Yeah, sorry, I am
They
listening.
were doing it on pitch vision.
Oh, this one here, Tilok.
Like you watch and
I don't know if it has a...
anything. You're just seeing the guy run bowl.
Yeah, okay, maybe check with Julie.
Right, and John G.
It would be Julie.
I'm going to go man the screening station, guys.
Excellent.
So I'll be sitting there and I'll pop around everywhere.
Cool.
You want me to keep the spare ball so I can partake in
Yeah, you the ball boy.
You can definitely do that. You can help him as well. Commentate.
No, man.
You can stay here. I'll just get you another one of these chairs.
I love how you're laughing, but you thought the same thing.
Daniel, can I please ask you to please get me
That's
two
fine.
more of
Ara
these
said he's got a
specific
team
chairs?
set from team list for me.
So yeah, they're next to the other bar. Just 3 of them actually, bud.
So
make
Ara,
it
this
6.
is accurate, eh?
Sorry?
This is accurate.
What's accurate?
The
Yes.
Oh,
Is that for the game? Should have given it to your captain. But cool.
you got my number, eh? Can you forward that to me?
it's up to you. Leo funa ukhafa
Forward me today for now, so I don't get
ngidlalele
confused.
uzongibona. Noma ngithumela it's fine. Ka ukapteni wakho.
Perfect. Thanks, brother.
I'm a bit worried about opening actually, but it's cool. No,
I'll
fine.
give you first change, it's fine.
Oh, no. Sure. Yeah. I was just worried about my thigh. That's all I was saying. But it's cool.
No, these soft guys, man. They're soft.
Whatever.
They're soft, man.
Yo.
Huh? Yes, 85 minutes. 85 minutes in innings.
By the way, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
I've got a few mates that have some old kits. Would guys be interested in just taking some kits? Just donate it?
I don't see why not. We'll make a plan with it, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll make a plan with it. So,
Okay, cool. Then I've
teams.
got,
teams.
yeah,
So
I've got Ollie's team.
team each, ne? Just
Yeah.
like this. So Renegades are now.
Oh, you Renegades.
If you want, you don't edit the player here, because now you're editing all of Louise's stats.
Okay.
She becomes a totally different player.
Okay.
Everyone puts their stuff at the back. That's what Henry said. Come on, bro. I was like barely listening and I got that. Oh, those sneaks, bud.
The person who's batting first,
Those sneaks.
who's bowling from
I want to see you batting in those.
Ollie, who's bowling first?
Going in third. Check our all-star in all-stars. Those aren't just high kicks he's doing to get out to the wicket. He's rocking them on his feet too.
On average, about 45 to 50 a day.
So it's a
So
little
who's
bit
keeping for you guys?
okay. Then the next ball I go something plus fine.
If you knew who the next bowler was, you could do it right now. All you'd have to do is pick and pick a bowler.
Quite good. Vaccines are flying. We've already got 600.
It's just a little bit warm out there.
Oh, it's a sweltering day on the Randburg Oval.
At the moment, you got
And then
That's good. Isn't that
team,
good?
who's opening? Tabani, are you one?
Tabani, you're going to bowl straight. Good. Better than Tats.
That's not hard to beat.
Dylan, you can't say anything. He beat you.
With the second straight ball of fucking 16 ball over.
That's his strategy, but that's like, you know, his stock delivery is wide outside off for down leg.
Why?
Who said that? Who said that?
The people at the store.
Thank you. I'll drop elbows. People's elbows.
Oh no, he was terrible.
Dude. Dude, back at Parks, you know Noel Nordia? Plays SU1, captains them, everything. He's so fucked from the night before. Goes out to face Mad Mike. Cap Sunnies.
Well, whoever's highlighted is action.
He didn't know what was potting, but he just swung at everything.
Here's the intricate part.
He did something very similar to Zander as well, but he went out with one of those like mushroom caps and luminescent green sunglasses. And he went to go face Zander Accords. Like those things I'll never forget. You sit there and everyone that doesn't hit, every ball that doesn't hit him, you cheer. It's not about what he hits.
Let me explain. The ball is at the top of the runner.
But I'd much rather face Zander.
Run.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Zander can actually bowl. You can then pick this up. Why? They would have recorded 3 seconds behind, 7 seconds before.
Once let's go.
Once he lets go, then you can click spacebar. It'll then record 5 10 seconds. Then you'll see the countdown. As that
No problem.
countdown continues though, and maybe they're running 2 and there's a chance of a runner, you want to be able to capture all of that. So you can click on this guy and extend it.
If I push it, I got a blue light, so I'm assuming that's when it's on. Yeah. So Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Randburg Cricket Club for our fourth match of the RPL in 2021. It's featuring the Renegades and the Strikers. The Strikers have won the toss. They've elected to bat first. Teams are getting ready to take the field. Umpires are out in the middle. And as soon as the action gets going, we'll be entertained massively. It's a brisk 30 degrees down here at the Oval for the day. Players are quite excited to get out again, obviously within the new restrictions that we've got. This should be an electric game. We're looking forward to it. We've got some quality cricketers out on the field today. Looking forward to some action. Batsmen Sean Mayers and Tabani Moyo making their way to the centre to get our game underway. While in the first over, Thabo Maccabi, he is the current leading wicket taker in the RPL this year. He's got 3 wickets from the first round of games that we played. He's looking to add to that tally today. Apologies, it's Mike that is going to be taking the first over for the Renegades in the field today. I mean, right arm express pace going to be dropping it down the wicket there. Umpires Malchus and Saunders out in the middle as our officials for today's game. We have our club captain as our scorer today, and you are listening to the Panda on commentary. It's indeed an honour to be commentating for the RPL. It's a brilliant idea that the club has come up with over the last few years. I've been honoured to be a part of it as a player, as a member of the Super Kings, as well as to now be in the commentary box. Right, Mike running in, steaming in from the long run. And we're underway. Straight in the block hole, the first delivery of the day. Lovely energy out in the field from all the players. It's great to once again be out here in the sun, enjoying a game of cricket. Mike Azul, he's sitting 1 wicket behind Thabo in the standings, looking to get himself into the top spot. Oh, drops that a bit wide outside off, giving umpire Saunders his first bit of action for the day, getting him a nice little stretch. Oof. Again, it's another wide outside off. Mike, I think it's with the current layoff that we've had, the time off that we've had, struggling to find his rhythm early on. But, you know, being a Premier League A bowler that we are, or that he is with this club, I think it won't take long for him to settle into that rhythm. Oh, whipped up off the legs. That's great fielding out in the field as well. First attacking shot we've seen in this inning so far from the Renegades. And a great bit of fielding cleaning that up. Good to see Tabani really having a go, looking to score. Effectively off the second ball of the over. It's another wide. If you look at the field setting, the way the field's been placed out, it is predominantly offside field. A couple of close catches. Really, it's going to make the bowler look for that line outside off. I think he's just slightly a bit wide, but with the current field setting, it's going to be the best option. Oh, nice attacking drive. Captain Ollie on the misfield there, and they'll get through for the single in the first run off the bat today for the strikers. Letting Sean come out to face Mike for the first time. I haven't watched too much of the ladies cricket here at Wanderers, but I'll tell you what, it is great to see them all involved in the RPL this year. Some of the ladies have really put out some exceptional performances so far. And don't know if I sound a little bit biased in saying I'm hoping I'm going to see another one right now.
Hey Tony, I'll see you tomorrow.
She throws the leave out there, first one. Mike, he's dangerously on the line there of a wide or not wide. He's really testing the umpiring skills of Gareth there. Oh, and there you go. That one he's pushed a bit too far wide outside off. To be fair, I mean, if they've only had to hit one ball so far in this over, and they're on their 5, not doing too badly to get the innings underway. It's good disciplined batting up front. One ball left in the over. And she'll let that through to the keeper. It ends the first over. Randburg strikers 5 without loss. In a relatively successful over up the top of the order without having to do much. But yeah, back to what I was saying, it's great to see the ladies involved in the RPL this season. Looks like Louise Impey is going to be introduced into the attack early. So captain of the strikers of the Renegades, sorry, Ollie, he's throwing his chips down the table early. Backing Louise to get the breakthrough here today. He's been one of the fascinating things about the RPL this year, is these battles the ladies players against the men's players. So good diving stop in the outfield there. Backward point, only the 1 run taken. It's good to see the intent all around. It's no easy runs are going to be given in the field. Bowling, it's be looking for the chances, and the batsman happy to oblige, looking for chances for runs as well. It's good cricket all round. It's exciting cricket all round. That's what we want in the RPL. Just pushed into the covers and a quick single taken. Close call. Directed, might have had her in a bit of trouble there. But yes, this is what we want to see. Exciting cricket. Quick singles. Getting onto the back foot, looking to muscle that through straight down the ground, and Impey managing to drop a hand on it, slow that down, make sure that there's no run taken on that ball. Oh, it's clipped off the legs. Outfield is a bit slow, so they're going to be turning for the second. Big throw coming back in from the boundary there, so 2 runs off there. It's lovely work in the field as well. He's straying a little bit straight on that delivery, and Tabani happy to help it on its way. Unfortunately, just not enough on it to get it to the boundary, but that look again a bit straight, and he's pushed that through the leg side. They're coming back for the second. Unfortunately, held up a little bit in the longer grass in the outfield, but good fielding there by Tabo, getting the throw back in. It's a nice scoring over here so far. 6 off it, 1 ball left to come. Still haven't had a boundary in this innings. Then again, we are only 11 balls in. And there we go. Going straight back down the ground. Louise takes it on the ankle. Shakes it off. No run there. She looks like she's alright. Ends the over, and he's 6 off it. So 11 without loss after 2. Louise. So it looks like Louise is gonna come off just to tend to her ankle a little bit. JJ getting his run on the field today. Looks quite excited, but not excited. He was enjoying his time in the shade. But we know as cricketers, we enjoy our time in the middle a hell of a lot more. So Louise is going to come off just to have a quick look at that ankle. She's going to play a vital role in the batting lineup for the Renegades. So she'd need to make sure she's alright for that. Mark coming into Sean. You'll notice that the gentlemen do tend to come off the shorter run for the ladies. That's not by design. Oh, he's cleaned her up. Full ball on the off stump. Well bowled there by Mike. He goes into the joint lead as wicket taker in the tournament so far. He moves him up to 3. Tabo Maccabi, also part of this team. And the strikers have suffered their first loss. He's looking to whip it through into the leg side. Unfortunately, not getting any bat on it. And she'll make her way back to the change room. The the discipline there of Mike looking for that full ball. I think it's the second or third one he's attempted. Went full, knocked over the off stump. Great bowling. So as I was saying with the run-ups, the ladies do have the option of the gentleman coming in either for full run-up or shortening the round to 10 paces. Don't know about them, but I'd like that same option when facing a bowler like Mike. No, not exactly slow, but yeah, there's a couple of bowlers in the Randburg club that I wouldn't mind them coming off 10 paces, not a full run. That's because I'm a tail end and I enjoy having a bit of a dip at it. Anyway, Ryan Jacobs, the veteran of the striker side, has made his way out to the middle. Harry reckons this is going to be rather entertaining. It's great to be joined on commentary and the scoring by the club captain.
Definitely happier to be scoring than to be facing out there.
It's not an uncommon thing amongst us players at the club that we don't really want to face Mike. It's great in the nets, but out in the middle we value our wicket. First ball he drops down, it's outside off, and the umpire calls it a wide. It's good to see Gareth getting some exercise out there. Steaming in again, pops it full. Just outside off Ryan, having a little dip at it, a little bit of a check drive going in there. Running in again. Oof. Unlucky not to find the edge there. Ryan literally hanging the bat out there. So one of those hit or miss cricket like moments there. It's either going to find the edge or everyone in the field go up and how the hell did that miss? Mike started finding his rhythm. He's in on that fuller length. Again, going slightly further down the track with his ball. Dropping a little bit shorter, testing Ryan there. Ryan again looking for that drive into the offside. It's a nice battle going on here. I mean, Ryan scored many runs for Randburg Cricket Club over the years. Established himself as a top order batsman for Randburg, whichever team that he plays in, and when you're facing the opening bowler for the Premier League side, it's a good little battle going on in the middle. Oh, again there, looking for that lofted drive. Mike again, unlucky to miss the edge. But it is an intriguing situation. Action's so exciting here. At times we're forgetting to do our jobs in the commentary and scoring box, but again I think it's just great to be out here in the fresh air watching some cricket. Again, yeah, Mike has definitely started to find his straps, find his rhythm. Giving Ryan a bit of a hard time there, but that's the end of the over. It's 12 without loss, the breakthrough coming in that over there. Could have shone. Mike will be happy with that over. It's only the one run off it. So he's definitely going to get a bowling change. Looks like Thabo Maccabi, the joint leading wicket taker in the tournament, want to take his crown back from his teammate. Marking out his run up, gonna have a drop in the Tabani. Oh, and he goes for the big oik. It's gone straight up in the air. Oh, and it's put down. Put down at backward point. Went high, came down with snow on it. And unfortunately hits the grass. Thomas Mann, the unfortunate casualty in that drop catch there. We have had worse howlers in the few games preceding this. Very unlucky that did come down from quite a distance. But 2 runs taken there. Tabani lives to fight another day. Would be the sigh of relief. I don't know if he'll look to play that shot again in a hurry, but you know, that is cricket. You ride your luck, you take your chances when you get them. Hey, you see, rocking onto the back foot, just working quick single into the leg side. Chance of a run out there. If we were the fielder, look again, it's a direct hit. I think Tabani might have been in a bit of trouble there, but it's nice aggressive cricket at the start. The guys are looking to score. Fielder's very energetic, running hard. Ryan takes his guard. Intriguing battle of the generations here. Right outside off, Ryan showing the pedigree of the leave. You know, some of the youngsters here haven't had the opportunity to play time cricket. Ryan, myself, a few of us have played quite a fair amount of it. It's, the leave must be in the arsenal of the batsman in time cricket. Can't leave too many though. You know, T20 cricket, it's a game about scoring and scoring quickly. Oh, looking for the drive. A little bit of bat on that. Umpire Malchus making it known. Bit of movement there from Tabo.
Still no boundaries in the inning so far.
Yeah, still no boundaries. No one been able to find the rope just yet. With that being said, I mean, 15 runs at the moment. They haven't done badly, but you feel they're going to need to pick up the scoring rate to post a competitive title. We joined in the commentary box here by Chris Greaves. He's made his way back from the Great Wide North of Scotland. He's joining us here today. He's really busy sorting out his extracurricular activities, so has to enjoy the cricket as well.
It's nice to actually get a bit of sunshine. That's a nice
Tabo again looking for that line outside off, so it's like the bowlers are looking to pull out the mistake from the batsman, and unfortunately he's gone a little bit too wide there, giving umpire Malchus his first stretch of the day. Looking very official in his black and white kit. Nice to see him dressed to impress. Oh, Ryan plays one short cover. Dylan Farrell going for the back flick. It's wide of the keeper, and they'll scamper through for 1. End of the over there. We're 4 overs through, 17 for 1. question here now is Mike going to continue? By the looks of things, he is. Get into his third over. Relatively long spell for a seam at the top of the T20 game. Normally overs would be safe for the back end of the innings, but Mike's found his rhythm. Oh, he's gone full in gain. Umpire Saunders saying that's just missing the leg stump. Angle that he's dropping it in. So it's the second LBW appeal that Ryan has survived. Second one he survived, and looking to add to his 1 run that he scored so far. It's down the leg side. Ryan not able to get bat on it. Wide being called by umpire Saunders. So far, Mike going for 7 runs in this game, only 1 of them off the bat. He's bowled relatively well. Needs to obviously watch the extras count, but he's come in a bit of pace, got himself a wicket. All right, again looking for that big lofted drive up and over the top. Not managing to connect. Oh, bit of variation there for Mike. The slower delivery. Ryan didn't pick it. It's very, very well bowled. Throwing in that variation at this point. Outstanding thinking from the bowler. Ryan was committed to his forward defensive shot quite a bit earlier than he would have liked. Steaming in, Ryan not too comfortable with that, but he'll get his single, double his tally for the day so far. Oh no, he won't. It's a leg bye. Gareth Saunders giving nothing away for free today. Leg bye called there by the umpire. Important thing being that the scoreboard keeps ticking over for the strikers. Hasn't been the easiest start to an innings for them. Mike has really kept them in check on this end, the Michael Gwyneth Bow end. Oh, again going full in at the pads. Appeal 4 caught behind. Umpire Saunders not interested. It's good to see Mike not scared to target the stumps early up front. A lot of the time you watch T20 cricket and the guys are focused on getting the openers to make a mistake. So Mike at the other side, he's looking to attack and get himself in the pole position. Oh, it's gone straight up. They'll take 2. Going good fielding there. Take 2, that's the end of the over. 21 runs on the board for the strikers at the quarter mark of the innings.
Definitely a slow start by the strikers here. 5 overs gone, 1 over left in the power play, and only 21 on the board. So we wonder what the plan is from the skipper and how they're going to accelerate from here. Probably 160 looking at a par score on this track. So let's see how they go.
It's definitely been a slow start. I think Ollie, as the captain of the Renegades, will definitely be the happier of the two captains. The bowlers have done well to control it. It hasn't been easy finding runs out here. Boundaries haven't arrived just yet. Bowlers have done a good job. I mean, Mike going an economy of 3 in his 3 overs. It's nice to see he's dropping in these big swingy seamers. Tower coming in off that is rather wide, but there we go. Umpire Malchus having a stroll before he extends his arms. Ryan again leaving on the length outside of stump. It's probably because I'm not much of a batsman that I'd be looking to carve those like a Christmas turkey through the E offside. Then again, like I said, I'm not much of a batsman, so don't know if it would have been very productive, but it's good to see the application from the batsman, wanting to get himself in before he starts having a dip at everything. There we go, first time regression, he's hit that down the ground. Probably not his intended scoring area, but nonetheless runs are coming. He's going to push for 3, and that is good running by the two batsmen. 3 runs straight down the ground. Here's Ryan Jacobs to 4 runs off his 15 balls. Oh, it's a big hit up and over the top. Our first boundary of the day. Tabani has abandoned that fear of getting caught for now. He's looking to score. First boundary of the day, flat batted, straight back over the bowler's head. Strikers players ecstatic with that first boundary. Let's see how Talbot recovers from that. Tabani goes again, lofts a big one up and over the offside as well. They're running hard and it's gone. Looks like it's gone all the way to the boundary. That it has. Another 4 for Tabani. 2 4s in a row. We've gone from no boundaries to doubling up straight away. I've got in the commentary box here with me the organizer for the RPL and a member of the strikers side, Arabile Gumedi. Ara, welcome to the box.
Yeah, good afternoon. How's it going, Ashley?
Yeah, great. Thanks and yourselves. It's just great to be out here watching cricket again.
Yeah, got a hot one really to get things going, right? But
brisk 30 degrees. Nothing like getting a bit of a sweat on a Saturday afternoon.
We'll take it. We'll take it. It's no start here by the team, really, though.
Now, I wanted to ask you what the feelings were in the strikers' camp at the moment about the start. I mean, going into the last over of the power play, sitting on 33. Harry reckons that 160 is probably about par for this track, for a good score. Tabani goes again, finds the edge, and it's a great catch.
That man was actually just brought in, actually, off the boundary.
Unorthodox fielding position. Mike was pulled in from the third man boundary into that position. And he
really is, isn't he?
He moved, as Chris Greaves said, like a gazelle getting hunted by a cheetah on the savannah there. Moved at a beautiful pace, parched that catch low, close to the ground. Tabani walks off after hitting the first 2 boundaries of the innings. Got 19 there. Of his 14 deliveries faced. 2 fours in that innings.
Yeah, so Matthew Graham sort of goes in now, Matty G, as some would call him actually. So basically, I mean, that adds quite a bit now to just what people can actually expect from the younger lads in the club actually right now as well.
Yeah, I think we've always said it. The RPL itself, with it being an internal competition, it's a great platform for the youngsters to really showcase their abilities and what they can do going into season 4 Randburg. It's fantastic to see youngsters. As I was saying earlier, it's fantastic to see the ladies out on the field as well in the RPL this year.
Yeah, and I think that was the essence, right? To try and get, because of it actually meaning to be such an internal tournament, it's actually very important to get everyone ready for the season coming. Right? It offers us the perfect time to do that. Getting some of the women players in we've had the likes of Diara Ramlakan, who has absolutely played incredibly, right?
She's been a fantastic bowler for the Panga Ninjas this season.
100%.
Really has showcased the level that the ladies at Randburg bring to the club.
Yeah.
It's for me, if I can be honest, I mean, I've managed to watch most of the games. It's another wide there from Tabo. Umpire Malchas feeling left out, not getting as much of a stretch as Umpire Saunders. He's feeling left out, wants to get his stretches in. But like I was saying, it's for me, Diara's been the breakthrough player, if you will, of the young players that have come through playing in their first RPL. She's really put her hand up for the coming season.
Yeah, 100%. And as our social media guy actually posted this week, he says she's only 13. Absolutely crazy.
So we're getting a scoreboard update now for the teams. It's 34 for 2 at the end of the 6th. Brought back nicely there. Not a bad power play. I think the strikers would have been looking for a bit more in the first 6 overs, but the field itself is proving to be quite a difficult run scoring field.
Look, I mean, interestingly enough, it's just under 6 and over, which yes makes things not too easy, but it's still a good platform to go off. It's just not wanting to lose too many wickets at this point. Yeah. Shana Grenier is now coming in. Also has been bowling fairly well, actually. It's not too bad. I mean, on the wickets column, I think she's also gotten a few, I'm not sure.
Yeah, she's close. She has definitely, I think, got herself a stick. Right now, it's Mike and Tabo up at the top of the order. Mike, obviously, not getting on to finish his allocated overs, so I'll save one for the death. But, he's managed to get himself up in the joint top spot there with Tabo for wicket taker. Great to see. Oh, a little bit down the leg side there, looking for the block hole. So they'll take the extra run there as well. So 2 runs coming there for the team. Ara, with regards to the side that you've got, the youngsters that you've got in your lineup, how do you feel they're going to progress going through in their Randburg career? I mean, some of the guys I know have been playing since junior level.
Yeah. Look, it's weird. We actually have experienced youngsters, if I can call it that. A lot of them have actually played quite a few games, and they're still so young, right? You have the likes of Werner van Wyk, who's actually captain of the Strikers, of course, still in high school. You've got Daniel Stark as well, who also has been playing at Randburg Cricket Club for quite some time also. Connor Clark is also in the team. You have a new boy who's come in as well, Joan Filyoun, who's also part of the setup. So really the team has got quite a few prospects. It's looking quite good. The lads know what they have to do, and the skipper's given them the task and they're willing to follow it.
It's great to see. And as we mentioned several times in this broadcast as well, it's great to see the ladies performing. Ryan looking to cut her behind point there, not making the connection. Goes for that lofted drive he's been looking for all day, and he picks out JJ Stratham at a deepish mid-off. Another wicket going down.
Yeah, it seems like I'm going to have to head off here to...
Are you batting in my position, but you're batting at number 10. You don't have to go put the whites on just yet.
I need to try and get us something to defend here. Jeepers.
Looking forward to you going in and throwing the explosive batting. But another wicket going down there. Ryan picking out JJ. So he's been looking for that lofted drive the entire innings. The one that he does connect, he doesn't connect purely. Makes his way back to the clubhouse. And with his wicket, it brings the captain of the strikers out into the middle. Man who won the toss opted to bat, Werner van Wyk. I was mentioning earlier, you know, captaining the strikers is a youngster. It's a great thing. The season that I did play in the RPL, we had young Cammy Garrett's captaining us there, the Super Kings. It's great to see the youngsters getting that opportunity at captaincy, and a tournament like this is what provides that. His fellow Premier League players out in the field there, giving him a bit of a welcome. Dylan Farrell, the biggest voice there. Shana getting her first wicket of this game. Dropping it in slightly wide, but on a length, and working it into the offside. And good fielding there by Thomas Mann at back point, just cutting that off. I think everyone that's playing today quite eager to get a bit of grass stains on the whites. It's been quite a while since we've been able to do it. Off. That'll be a no ball. And a free hit for Vanu. I don't know, it can be a good thing and a bad thing. You've only faced 2 balls and now you've got a free hit. You haven't got off the mark yet and you've got the license to swing.
The license to go.
Drops it down the leg side, so that's a wide. Free hit will carry over. Wonder if Gareth Saunders has his track on, gets all his discovery points for his exercise that he's doing behind the stumps there. Has a swipe at it. Bowler ducks out the way, but he'll only get 1 and he'll get off the mark. So you don't mind that if it's a free hit that only goes for a single. Not too phased. Chris Greaves, yeah, he can weigh in on that thing. I mean, if you're the batsman, you've got a free hit, the last thing you want to do is a single or dot ball on that.
Yeah, definitely. You want to try and capitalise early doors, especially coming in, new man in.
Oh. Matthew Graham looking for a big shot. Great effort in the field there by JJ Stradham. Unfortunately, managing only to palm it onto the rope for 4. But made a lot of ground to his right. Put in the full-length dive. Got a hand to it, but unfortunately not enough for a hand. It's one of those that either sticks or doesn't. Unfortunately for him, it didn't.
JJ has the tendency to be catching grasshoppers in the field, so whether he was focused or not, we're not too sure, but definitely made that look harder work than what we all presumed.
Could have doubled his tally for catches today, just not happening there. But end of the 7th over, we had 44 for 3.
You could make the Olympic diving team.
Could make that team, but would he medal? That's the question. No one goes to the Olympics to finish 8th.
do think after 7 overs the strikers are under the pump a little. 3 wickets down. Got 2 explosive batsmen in at the moment, and I think they have to capitalise at the moment.
Yeah, it is a precarious position that they're in right now. The game could be taken either way. Like you said, 2 explosive overs for the strikers can put them right back in contention of posting a big score. 1 or 2 more quiet overs from the Renegades bowlers and puts them firmly in pole position to take this game. Tabo running in again, and it's another wide there outside the off stump. I think it's what I've noticed watching Tabo, he's definitely looking for that fuller area outside the off stump, making the batsmen play at everything to score their runs. The Renegades do have the cover sweeper out. They've got the third man. And that's played through the gap. Getting the deep cover fielder involved in the game and keep it down to just 1. That's good work in the field. That it's not a small boundary for him to keep that down to 1. That's good fielding. Good work in the field there by Thomas Mann. It's now for Vanu. He's been brought in about 15 meters off the rope. Going in, it's a bit of a cheeky little shot there, looking at running it just past the keeper. Keeper's got to be confident standing up to a seam bowler. And Tabo has done a lot of good work for the SA1 side, SU1 side. Bowling up at the front, coming on as a first change. He's not a medium pace or anything like that. He does have a bit of pace in that arm, and confidence of the keeper standing up. The match driven it down the ground there for 1, giving it a bit of a slap, but they'll take the single because any runs are good runs. Scorecard doesn't tell you how you got them, it just tells you that you got them.
Be quite interesting to see the batters approach now with the sweepers out. I think they're going to have to run their runs quite hard, as the outfield is quite slow at the minute.
Oh, he's gone up and over the top on the leg side, looking for that mid-on boundary, and he's found it. A good 4 there for Captain Vanu van Wyk, his first boundary of the day. Classy little flick over mid-on fielder. A few bounces into the ropes. And the next ball, he just guides in between the gully and backward point. Not the greatest return there. The throw from Dylan Farrell. At least you've got fielders backing up the throw, but I'll take that single. This has been a productive over. 8 runs off it so far, 1 ball to go. Strikers looking to slowly establish themselves. They've done the groundwork of laying the foundation for the innings. That dot ball brings up the over. 8 overs gone, 52 for 3.
Definitely a better over for the strikers.
Yeah, scoring freely. They're playing their shots, which is great to see. Not leaving the bowlers any room for error, which is also a great thing. You know, I think everybody on the field there, as well as a few guys sitting here in the hut still waiting to go out and bat, they know it's precariously positioned. It's a quick flurry of wickets or a few dot balls could swing this game firmly into the hands of the Renegades, whereby 2 or 3 more overs of 8, 9 runs and over could sway it massively in the hands of the strikers. Oh, it's unlucky. He's put it a little bit wide there, Shana. The boys all run through on the wide. So 2 extra runs picked up there on the wide. Good throw back in from a viewer. Right above the stumps. As a goalkeeper, sorry, got the wrong sport. We were talking about Manchester United and sitting at the top of the table earlier. Yes, Man United, top of the table. Just had to throw that out there. It's almost on the back foot. Carved in front of square on the offside. No run taken.
I wonder how many Liverpool viewers we've got at the moment.
Feel free to reach out to us on the Randburg WhatsApp group. Should you be so inclined as to show yourself. Especially after that Burnley game midweek.
Yeah, they often say they don't walk alone, so we'll just have to see.
I must be honest, everybody knows I'm one of the first Manchester United supporters to say, look, the league's not won in January, we need to be quiet, but when the greatest Liverpool team of all times only scoring or not scoring, another 4 slapped through the leg side there of Van Beek. Another boundary. The boundaries are starting to come now, which is great to see. It's starting to flow. But yeah, for the last time that I'll touch on the Premier League for now. What's been argued as the greatest Liverpool side of all time, Champions League finals, Champions League wins, league wins. They haven't scored, and there's been 2 American presidents in that time. So, but yeah, enough of hating on Liverpool. You got to respect the big club. That's why we banter. 1 run taken there into the leg side. So again, it's another big over. 8 runs so far, fit and 2 balls to go. It's what the strikers need, getting themselves back into this game. Umpire Saunders remains unmoved on that delivery.
Speaking to the senior bowler of the Renegades, Mike, saying that the pitch is slowly quickening up, which I think might make it a little bit easier to score.
Oh, he's gone for the big hoik over the leg side, found the leading edge, and Captain Ollie has dropped it. He's dropped an absolute dolly.
Is that what they call it these days, a dolly?
You can call it whatever you want, he dropped it.
I think he had days to think about that before it approached him.
He's probably thinking about what he's having for dinner.
He is on the offside, where they do generally find a lot of grasshoppers.
My goodness, a player of Ollie's experience, the level of cricket he's played, he won't be very happy with that drop.
Could be quite an expensive drop, to be honest.
It could very well be.
Matthew Graham, very explosive, lifting his head, trying to go big over the leg side.
I think the entire batting hut here in a bit of shock that was put down. They're all sitting there going, Thomas Mann getting introduced into the attack now. He's been known to pinch a wicket or 2 out of nowhere, partnership breaker.
Bit of a golden arm, is he?
Yeah, a little bit. He's replacing Tabo. Tabo leaving himself an over. In on the money first ball, driven into the covers. Dylan Farrell swooping on that like an eagle on a rock hyrax or a dussie. Swooping down on that for the kill. Again, right on the money. Thomas Mann coming in, showing exactly what you want in a middle overs T20 bowler. He's didn't have long to warm up his bowling arm, but he's just walked in, put 2 on the dime. It's fantastic to see. Off, and Van going for that hoik again over the leg side. It's gone over mid-wicket, but will only get 2. Good covering fielding there from a viewer, moving from the mid-on position. chasing to the mid-wicket boundary. JJ watching him do it. Chris did mention he enjoys catching grasshoppers on that side of the field. I doubt he's going to give up his primary hobby. Goes for it again, but Thomas draws it back a little bit, drops it a bit shorter. Rushing Vanu a little bit there, not getting it quite so clean. This could be the over that swings things in the Renegades' favour. He's been very economical so far. His 4 balls, 4 deliveries, he's been on the money. He could be the bowler that changes the game. Stops the free scoring runs from Matthew and Vanna. Again, right in the zone that he needs to be.
We do know that Vanu likes to be free scoring. See if this frustrates him a little bit and creates a chance for the Renegades.
Definitely has potential. I mean, Vanu, he likes to keep that scoreboard ticking over. He likes to get his runs quickly. Thomas doing a fine job. Dropping in. Might have just been a bit too far down the leg side. It's a wide there, so you'll get another opportunity. That's one thing I did love about being a bowler. You could hit me for 5 sixes, but I got another chance. Fantastic thing about being a bowler.
Be very interesting to see what this extra ball brings. Is it going to score runs, or is it going to bring a vital wicket for the Renegades?
And he shuffles a little bit down the crease. They're looking for that quick single. Oh no, absolute confusion, and the wicket. Absolute confusion. Shuffled down, called for the run. Halfway through they decided not to do it. 2 batsmen stranded in the middle of the pitch.
I must say, great composure from JJ, the fielder, there to set himself, assess the situation and get it to the keeper's glove safely.
It's very well done from him. I'm one of those puppies that would have probably been excited by the prospect and thrown it over the keeper. So with that wicket going down, Daniel Stark, makes his way to the wicket. With the privilege of coaching that young man all the way through juniors as well. So at the halfway point in the innings, strikers 63 for 4. They have a foundation to work from as a launch pad going into the back half of the innings now. Unfortunately, the wicket column probably a bit higher than they would have liked. But the potential for some heavy hitting still to come in there. In the remaining batsmen. The likes of Arabile Gumedi, Gus Eagleton can both hit a long ball.
And even these 2 boys in the middle, they do have the potential to score quite freely. 2 Northcliffe boys know each other very well. Just recently made the first team at Northcliffe, dying to get their first cap. Obviously with the COVID situation, the schools haven't been able to have their games just yet.
Shanek continuing into a 3rd over, starts with a wide. I'm a Rand Park boy myself. Had a fierce rivalry with Northcliffe. It's great to see the youngsters getting their opportunity in the first team at a good cricketing school in Northcliffe. Oh, that burnt my tongue to say that.
Must be the coaching staff.
You can stroke your ego all you want, Griever. Griever, you're an established batsman in this game. You understand the batting. Oh, he's had to go over the leg side there. Doesn't got it all, but running along the ground. Dylan Farrell bounding after it. 2 runs taken there. What would your analysis be looking at the next 10 overs of this innings? if you were out in the middle there with one of the youngsters, how would you be preparing them to go through the rest of this innings, setting a decent total?
Well, I think the first thing is they're two new batters in the middle. They've lost 4 wickets. They're halfway through the innings, so I do believe they've still got quite a bit of time. I think the key now is try and limit the dot balls and rotate strike, and still trying to dispatch the bad ball, and give yourself at least 4 overs at the end to have a real go at it. The Renegades aren't really helping with quite a few extras at the moment, which has taken a little bit of pressure off the strikers as it's kept the scoreboard ticking along.
Yeah, I think the extras column's right up there for top batsmen today. It's been probably the most consistent ticking over of the scoreboard. And I mean, we all know it's extras in limited overs cricket either makes or breaks you. That ball on the money there, drawing out the 4 defensive from Vanu.
Can definitely hear the volume in the middle has increased. Dylan Farrell having a few words there at Stark. I think he's under a little bit of pressure.
It's going to be quite interesting if that's returned when Dylan Farrell goes into bat. Didn't have the greatest run the last time he went out there. Tatendo managing to get him out with one of the 2 straight balls he bowled in his first 3 overs. Dill will himself be looking to recover from that. Set the record straight. Single taken through into the leg side there. Brings up the 70 runs for the strikers. I mean, we've said already that 160 is probably about par for this strip. It could be a tough reach at the moment, but as Mike said as well when Chris went to go chat to him, the pitch is quickening up a bit. Reaching for that. Not getting a single from that. Ollie holding on to that one, thank goodness. But again, it's like we were saying when we were chatting to Ara, it's a great thing to see a tournament like this, you know, where players from all the different teams, different levels, getting to share the field together, play alongside each other, learn from each other. It's a fantastic thing that we do at Randburg Cricket Club. Thank you guys for all your comments here on the group. We are thoroughly enjoying bringing you the action from the commentary box here. If you have any questions for our guest commentator Chris Crews, please feel free to post them on the group. We'll get him to answer those for you. Thomas Mann starting with the leg side wide there. And again, bang on the money. This boy has the potential to turn this game massively in the favour of the Renegades.
I think important part for the Renegades, this great stage for the game. As the runs were starting to tick along, the Renegades look like they've clawed things back slightly, started dotting up a few things, creating more chances. And I often say the more dots you get, the more chances are created.
And they also say, you know, everyone... Oh, he's cleaned him!
There we go. As we were saying...
Cleaned him up.
Few dots, create some pressure, and there's that wicket ball.
It's outstanding bowling from Thomas Mann. Really, he has come in and bowled well. He's been bang on the money, and without going with much bias, it's a deserved wicket for what he's bowled so far.
Yeah, definitely, and the pressure is definitely back on the strikers now. It's 71 for 5.
71 for 5. Jean Fillion going to make his way out to the middle to join Matthew Graham. Starkey unlucky, didn't really get going, but Thomas has made it difficult. It's like I was about to say before the wicket. Everyone raves about death bowling as being a skill, but that middle over bowling, especially in T20 cricket, if you can perfect that and drive up a run rate, you put your team in such a good position to chase down whatever total they have to. It's a very overlooked skill that, you know, if a bowler's got it, he's a match winner.
Yeah, definitely, and I think in T20 cricket, it's often the case you think you don't have as much time as you really do. We often see a lot of these T20 innings ending before your quota of 20 overs. You just think how many runs you can add and the missing deliveries.
We always say it's of a vital importance that you bat out your overs in T20 cricket or 50 over cricket. Limited overs games, it's of vital importance you bat out your overs, but you know, equally as important in the field is these middle overs where you've got the restrictions. You've got fielders out on the boundary saving ones. If you can literally tie up an end and not allow the batsman to keep that scoreboard ticking over, you very much close the game off just by doing that. Give your guys at the tail something to really finish off, if they do even need to bowl.
Yeah, definitely agree with that.
Little bit of movement there. It's rocketed off the top of his pad, so they'll come through for the leg bye.
Be quite interesting to see how many dot deliveries we've had, or dot balls we've had rather, in this innings so far.
I'm going to go to our club captain / statistician sitting next to Xavier Harry. He's having a good look at all the charts. Must admit, it's all credit to the committee for being able to bring you the RPL this year with the restrictions. Again, Thomas Mann bang on the money, but they've done a fantastic job in getting the camera up so that we can sit in the comfort of our own homes and watch the game. Managed to get a microphone here for us to at least bring you a bit of noise. Harry's told us there's been 39 dot balls so far in this innings. We're only 11 and a half overs in. Drifts onto the pads a bit there. It's worked into the leg side. JJ sweeping down on that, keeping it to another dot ball. So 40 dot balls already so far. I think the only thing that can rival that is the extras. But, you know, it's a bowler like this, really bringing your team back in, you don't feel the impact of the extras column as much. Little drop and go there on the leg side. Batsmen were contemplating the second there, loudly refused. End of the over, 12 overs gone, 73 for 5. We're on a knife edge. By the looks of things, the captain bringing himself into bowl. He's bringing himself on. It's quite a risky strategy from this end, you know, with the shorter straight boundaries from this end. It's good to know that Ali clearly backs himself. There's an update for you. Louise she's had the ice on her leg.
She's spiked up again.
She's got her spikes back on. I think she'll be making her appearance back in the field of play soon. It's good to see she's back on her feet, though. It's going to be of vital importance to the Renegades batting lineup. We've got JJ. We'll try and get hold of him at some point in this inning so he can inform us about, one, the catch he took, and B, the catch he dropped.
As he's just informed us, nothing's changed. His nickname is Gladys.
But at the same time, you must praise him for consistency.
That is one thing we can't take away from him.
Ali coming in, left arm, coming around the wicket, and the first ball is blocked straight back down to him by Matthew Graham. Oh, Second one, he looks to go up and over the top, and Ollie beats the edge, beats the bat. Bit more flight on that one, and again another one turning, beating the bat. It's one thing you've got to love about being a slow or spinner bowler here at Randburg is that early on in the season the pitch does offer a lot for your bowling. It's one of the reasons that I decided at that point in my career to come back here is, it's not just playing alongside mates and everything else like that. It's what the wicket here at Randburg offers you. It's being a spinner at this club is a wonderful thing for the first half of the season. We make that turn in December though can lend itself to being quite a flat batting wicket.
Be interesting to ask the skipper what he thinks about 44 dot balls in this innings so far.
Well, you can make that 50 now because that is a maiden over from Captain Ollie Patala. Nice maiden. Dylan Farrell needing a water break. He's coming off it. Great news that Louise Impey has made her way back onto the field now. Great news for the Renegades. Great news for her.
Dot balls.
13 overs, gone 73 for 5. You'd have to look at, for the next 7 overs, the strikers are going to have to start trying to accelerate a little bit.
I think the batters are going to have a race to the mark to see who can get out there first.
Aviwe Sentua is going to be the new bowler. If I remember correctly, he drops out a bit of leg spin.
It's a bit harsh from the skip there. Thomas picks up a wicket and gets taken off.
Yeah, Thomas Mann really been bowling well, but I think Ollie's seen the potential for the turners in this wicket, and Aviwe turns it straight down leg for a wide first up. Going down the wicket at him, looking to launch up and over the offside, but not the crispest connection that he's got, and they'll only take the one, but Jean Fillon off the mark. Again, played into the offsides. Mark Chino sweeping on that.
A lot of pressure being put on these two batters now.
Absolutely.
One of them has to take the dominance of the scoring role.
Just tried to give himself room, and bowler's just thrown the big offie down there and kept him in check. We've got Dylan Farrell here with us in the commentary box, having himself a nice ice cold beverage. Dylan, how's it out there in the middle?
It's hot, but
Well, you could say it's hot. Looking forward to having a bat.
definitely. Maybe this time I get score some bread.
There you go. It's not just me talking about Dylan's duck, he's talking about it too.
You can see again JJ finding his spot where those grasshoppers bloom. It's funny how he always finds himself where they're all the grasshoppers, and surprised Jared Fuchs isn't on the outside there.
Coach Greaves having just a nod to the Grasshopper Club there. Six overs remaining. We've got 11 minutes left for this innings. Remember, each team gets in 1 hour 15 minutes to complete their 20 overs. For every over that they don't complete in that time, 10 runs are added to the batsman's score. 6 overs left, 11 minutes to go in this innings. And there we go, a little bit of aggression. Louise Impey cutting it off on the boundary. Doing exceptionally well, the captain of the Randburg ladies side. Coming back on after taking that knock. And 2 runs there for Matthew Graham. Ollie going in again, he's found the edge, and that's been put down. Put down by Shauna. She had to move hard and fast to her right. Not quite getting there. They'll take the single. John working it beautifully into the leg side. Shots from the clubhouse is push the first. But they're at least starting to try and tick the runs over. Looking to go down the ground. Thomas Mann sweeping on that one. It's not going to get through him there. Looking to carve it through the covers. They'll only get the one though. A bit of Ollie trying to obviously speed everything up. And the dot ball to close. Sorry, viewers, just editing the score there. Unfortunately, one of the difficult things with this is you can dot one dot. There you go, well updated there, 5 overs to go. Not much time to get through them, and 81 for 5. It's carved into the offside between point and gully. They're coming back for the second. That's great running between the wickets between these two. Mike and Ollie chasing after that. They've got 7 minutes left to complete this innings. There was a short run there. So that's only going to go down as a single for Matthew Graham. Good call. Just dabbed in front of point and they've taken the one. Wait. You change that back to Matthew Graham for that single. Oh, good hit. He beat the mid-off fielder. And that'll go all the way to the boundary. Okay. So it's a 1 then a 4.
John's on strike.
Oh no, he's danced down the track at him, missed it, and he's been stumped there. Gus Eagleton going to make his way in. Pillar taking the stumping there. Just ask him, he's right here.
I went 4.
It's supposed to be the one in between there. Sorry, just making amends to the scorecard. We take the one back.
This one. Delete as well.
Yeah. Dot. 2, because it was a short run. Okay, then we go so then it would have been the single. 4. 4 and stumped. Some excellent cricket happening here. It's boiling down because runs are going to be added on. Don't see the Renegades getting through their overs in time, so runs will be added. We all know Gus is not the kind of batsman that's going to hang around and die waiting. That's off the pad. No run taken on that. Dot ball to end the over. Strikers 88 for 6. There's 4 overs left to go. Time-wise, we are almost at that point where the fielding team will be called off and runs added. Much to the excitement of Dylan Farrell, because the more to chase, the better for Boom Boom Farrell. The Brazilian blow wave that smashes the ball a country mile. Oh, he's hit that a country mile. Absolutely huge from Matthew Graham. The first 6 of the innings. Straight back. I think Captain Ollie would just be excited that he's not hit onto the hill again. But that was very large. I think the first bounce was in Republic Road.
Don't worry, RCC's got insurance.
I think he's hit that ball just as far as the side screen went during the summer storms. Anybody looking for a free cricket ball, just drive yourself down to the corner of Republic and Silver Pine. It's probably going to be rolling down there in a minute. But absolutely launched.
Yeah, keep going, Maya. Louis, we've got spares, guys. It's okay.
Got a box of spare balls. Let's see if Matthew can lose another one.
Sorry? For what? Wow. Wow.
Abuse being thrown in the clubhouse here at the bowler. Guys, again, just carving it into the offside. They're going to take the single. It's going to be very interesting to see how Gus is going to go at Ollie. Ollie changing his bowling angle, going to come left arm over the wicket to Gus, being a left-hander. Like we said earlier, Gus is not the batsman that's going to die wondering. He's going to go for the ball. Hasn't hit it, and Ollie gets himself a wicket. Yep. Captain Ollie cleans him up. Like we said, he's not going to die wondering. So Ollie gets himself his first wicket. And Arabella Gumeri strolling out to the wicket. The organizer for the RPL this year. Also can be an explosive batsman. He knows what needs to be done. 95, I don't think that is the target that the strikers would have looked to set. I think they would have reevaluated and said, well, 140 would have been the target. Captain Patala obviously looking at how he can limit the amount of overs that are going to be converted into runs at the end of the innings. Arabella not too sure about that. Not getting a full stride in. Hesitant punch into the leg side there. Oh, he's gone big there. He has gone large and he has missed everything. Yeah. Given out stumped. Ollie steals another wicket. Great hands there by Pila behind the stumps. And Zach making his way out to the middle. All I'm saying is if this was Super Sport, there'd be a duck walking across the screen right now. There's 95 for 8. One ball remaining in the 17th or in the 16th over. Five minutes remaining in this innings.
Yeah, that slow start in the power play is probably what's affected the batting side. You know, it's just basically carried on through the innings. They didn't have enough momentum going through. So, yeah, 95 for 8 is where they stand.
A bit of desperation here in the hut for the guys to try and get some runs. There's 5 minutes remaining of this innings. Ollie's got 5 minutes to get the 3 overs through. I think that's the only reason that Thomas Mann would have come out of the attack. But with this Aviwa and Ollie, they've thrown themselves into obviously speed up the over rate, and it's been effective. They've slowed down the run rate as well as taken a few crucial wickets. But the danger man, Matthew Graham, is still there. And there you go, up and over. He's carved that over point. They are running hard. They take 2 there. Suddenly there's a bit of life in the batting team here. Very animated while watching this game. Mostly led by Arubile Gumedi. Again, he's looked to go and he's driven that straight down the ground. It'll only be the one. Good fielding by the captain there, whipping that in.
Some good use of the feet here by Matty Graham through the innings. He's come down well to the spinners and put the ball in good gaps. Hit a massive 6 over into the street, so yeah.
That. Apologize for that, Harry. Got a little bit carried away there. It's yellow pages here. Let his fingers do the talking. Anyway, that's a single there for Zach. Matt going big over the leg side. He's got himself a 4 there. The 2, the single, then Zach got the single, and then a 4. There we go, now we're back on track. Really, it's the 100 up for the strikers with that shot. Bringing themselves in with a competitive total. Yeah, he's gone again. Oh, good work there by Thomas Mann on the boundary. Saving 3. That ball spat up a bit at him. Last ball of the over. Floated inside edge onto the pads. Thank you for that question that we've got there for Mr. Chris Greaves. He's just taken a step out of the commentary box now, so as soon as he's back in, we will get him to answer that here. 100%. I'm loving these questions that you posted there. So as soon as Chris gets back in the commentary box, maybe at the innings break, we'll get him to answer a few of those questions. You can then turn your volumes up, and while you make yourself a cup of tea or grab yourself a cold drink, 18. He can answer those. Ollie back in. Oh, there's the edge. The edge there from Graham. They take the single. So we're now 105 for 8. 11 balls remaining in this innings. Zach's gone for a big swing there. He hasn't connected with anything, unfortunately, for the strikers. But Ollie will be very happy with these dot balls. Umpire Sanders having a sleep there. You can see the stumps aren't ready. Captain Patala just taking a few practice runs. And he goes, Zach getting the bat on that.
No!
JJ not coming off the rope too quickly. Limits it to the 1. At this point now, singles are as good as dot balls for the Renegades in the field. I think the entire goal of the Renegades will be to make sure that they don't leak any boundaries. Oh no, he's got him. The danger man is gone. Matthew Graham on 33. Running down the track at Ollie. Ollie turning it just a bit more than we expected. And Pila getting his 3rd stumping of the day. So the 9th wicket falling for the strikers. Connor Clark will be the batsman making his way out to join Zach out in the middle. 106. Getting a warm round of applause from the guys in the clubhouse for his knock. That knock from young Matthew Graham, potentially keeping the strikers in the game. If you are getting the background noise, I do apologize. Arabila Gumedi getting rather excited. And yeah, the 3rd stumping for Pilar, I think that's absolutely outstanding. Scored his 33 or 41 balls, 2 4s and a 6 in that innings. One more after this. Oh, look at that, Connor Clark. First ball that he faces, rocking onto the back foot and slapping it over square leg for 4. 7 balls left in this innings, 110 for 9. And he goes for it again. Ball doesn't get up enough. It was a bit of a lazy shot as well, but hits him outside the line. Half-fast appeal from Ollie. And by the looks of things, that will end the innings. Thank you for joining us for the first session of this match. We'll be back on in about 10 to 15 minutes. Chris Greaves will be back with me to answer the questions that we got from Sia. We'll see you guys in a moment. And we're back here at the Randburg Cricket Club for the second innings of the Strikers versus Renegades in this year's RPL. With the penalty runs, the Strikers have reached 120 for 9 in their innings, so the Renegades will need 121 runs to win. Just before the break, I got a message from Sia asking Chris Greaves a couple of questions. Chris, as you guys know, he is a batting coach here at Randburg Cricket Club, as well as an accomplished cricketer. I'm just doing that to stroke his ego so he answers the questions nicely. I'm joking. Chris, one of the questions that says, Bright was the leading batsman after the first round of competition. Who's going to lead the batting charts at the end of this tournament, and how can a batsman apply themselves into the tournament to reach their goals in this kind of tournament?
Well, first of all, good question. I see Bright, is that Bright on, what's that, 79 runs?
Yeah.
To be fair, I think anyone could lead the runs at the end of the tournament. There are quite a few people, I'm sure, that will put their hands up and give themselves a big chance. I see Brendan Wilson's also just below by 44, but approaching the second half of the tournament, I think it's anyone's game, to be honest, yeah.
No, it's definitely, it's one of the nice things of this T20 cricket, like the game itself, everything changes so quickly. I think it could be anyone. I mean, we've seen wickets. I mean, Ollie goes from nowhere to putting himself right into contention for top wicket taker with his 3 overs of left arm straight.
Despite his hands like feet.
Sorry, he just gave me a very dirty look. Don't worry, we'll talk about his drop catch when we get him in here for a quick interview a bit later. Connor Clark going to open the bowling for the Strikers. Louise Impey and JJ Stratham are out there in the middle. Like we said, it's 121 runs to win. It's going to look at 6 runs and over. If the first innings anything to go by in the condition of the pitch, it's not going to be the easiest task in the world, but it's a very accomplishable task. We thought up front that a good score would be 160. Connor running in. First ball will be re-bowled.
Not a great start.
No, look, it could be a lot worse. We have seen a lot worse from Mr. Tats Moyo. I think he started the first innings of the tournament with 6 or 7 extras in that innings, or in that over. So Connor again going wide outside off. Louise having a big swing at that, and a doppel. But the chase underway for the Renegades. Extras seeming to be a big scorer on this wicket.
Good to see a lot of vocals early doors here.
Yeah, Arabella Gumedi never one to be quiet on the field. Oh, Louise again adjusting herself to have a bit of a go. I think her early movement their way would have put her out of position to hit that cut, but the ladies' captain out in the middle, not shy to take on the gents, really having a good go at them, playing her shots. Oh, found the edge, and it's a drop catch there. Tabani put in the catch down. Arabile Gumedi running all the way from mid-on just to tell him, close your hands. JJ in his innings in the last round. He enjoyed getting out there and scoring a few runs against Panga Ninjas. He'll be looking to replicate his form again today. Louise didn't get off to much of a start in the first game that she played, but will be looking to rectify that and get herself in the runs charts again, going for a big booming drive there. Possibly a little bit wide. Tabani more hopeful than confident with that appeal for a stumping.
Tabani showing his village cricket skills there.
We won't tell you what village, Poppy Act. You have to keep his personal information private. But it's, again, great to be out here. Great to be playing cricket again, and excellent that we have the opportunity to bring this cricket to you in the comfort of your own lounge or on your cell phone, whichever option you go with. Louise again looking for that big drive. Connor's just beating her for pace outside the off stump there. Taking her time to adjust to the speed of the wicket. But we all know she's got the ability to score big. And in a competition like this, could do a very big job for the Renegades in this run chase. 1 run off the first over, extra the credit to that, but Connor Clark brought himself back nicely. Nyasha's the new bowler in for the Strikers. Very well balanced field brought in by the captain. They're protecting both leg and offside. Got their fine leg as the only fielder out on the boundary. Coming in with the left arm, and it's a no ball. So overstepped the mark there as Nyasha.
So JJ will be backing himself here to clear the ropes. It'll be his first in 2 years.
You heard that first from Chris Greaves. It won't be the last year, but it was the first time it's been said. So anyway, free hit, JJ straight him on strike with the left armour. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. You gotta love the effect of the free hit here. JJ not picking the pace. Hits it straight back at the bowler, and an outstanding one-handed grab for nothing. It's a proof of why you shouldn't overstep the mark, all those no balls, because JJ would have been back in the hut for a duck. This time, ball rocking up, bouncing up a little bit onto him. Defensive shot on the back foot, not wanting to replicate. But I think as well, it's early on in his innings. I don't think he would have played that kind of shot if it wasn't on a free hit. But again, this pitch is proving that it's not free-flowing with runs. Batsmen are having to apply themselves and work hard to score their runs. So a start very similar to this for the Strikers. They did well to get to that 120. Obviously, the 10 penalty runs for the over not bowled has held. Oh, he drops it short. JJ finds the gap. Going to push for the second. Good fielding there from Gus Eagleton to chase that one down and reel it back in. So first run's off the bat. JJ Stradham looking to score and score quickly in this game. We all know he's not a batsman that's shy of playing his shots. You will have a go of the balls there. Got himself a nice little 30 in the last game. Look to do the same here today. It's outside the off and left alone. Oh, very late call there by Malchas. Assistant coach here at Randburg Cricket Club and the coach of the ladies' side. Apologies for that. The former coach of the ladies' side. It's corrected by Blowaway Farrell. And it's another dot ball. So again, he's hitting good line and length there. There's not much you can do with that as a batsman. Chris Greaves telling us exactly how he'd scoop him into Republic Road. But we know the strength he's got in his upper arms, it'll be on the bounce.
If I'm lucky. Won't clear the ring.
Oh, and a quick single taken there. Just dropped into the covers and a quick single. Very well done that there. Ball not even getting off the square and they threw for the single. It's good running between the wickets. Good understanding between JJ and Louise. Okay, just a little bit wide. And there's umpire Malchas's call. 7 without loss, 1 ball left in this second over of the innings. And Louise going for that drive, not managing to clear the ring, getting the fielder. End of the over, 7 without loss. 114 runs needed of the 18 overs remaining. Connor Clark going to continue from the Michael Gwyneth Bow end. It's not the official name of the end, I just like saying Mike as a girl's name for a middle name. Gentlemen, I do love dearly at this club. And like Hamish Scott, the two of them living legends in Randburg Cricket Club folklore. Connor Clark steaming in. Again, outside the off stump, JJ looking for that cut. Not quite able to get there. No wide called. So 114 required off the 107 balls remaining. Oh, good pace in there from young Connor and beats JJ through there. Again, JJ looking for that big drive. Not quite able to get it. But I do like the intent that he's approaching his innings.
Put on a bit of wheels, actually.
Strikes him on the pad. A big appeal, but Gareth very quickly saying that's going down leg. Don't even bother wasting your oxygen. And they'll scamper through for the leg bye.
Sleeping.
Yeah, umpire sleeping there, not even giving the signal for the leg bye. Like a West Ham United striker kicking that hard into the leg side. And that's a wide. Louise Impey knowing her space out there at the batting crease, not playing at that. Goes for the big shot up and over. Lovely to see. Going to push the 2 there. A little bit of a fumble in outfield by Arabi Ligumedi. Thankfully not going to cost the strikers too much with that fumble, but a 2 for Louise. She's off the mark. Good to see her intent as well. Not scared to go up and over the top, which is great to see. Here looking through the covers, not quite middling that. and straight to Matthew Graham at short cover. Oh, she goes for it again, gets the edge. It's gone up and over the cordon, and he'll run away for 4 down to the third man boundary. First boundary of the innings for Louise. And the first boundary of the innings for the Renegades. Trotting along nicely at 5 runs and over. Required rate is 6.24. Needing 106 off the remaining 102 balls.
Yeah. 2 overs.
Still Dawson there.
Sorry, 3 balls.
Nyasha going to continue from the other side.
No side screen in.
No side screen for the left arm heat. Drops her wide. JJ playing underneath the bounce there. And a wide called. Wide called there. JJ looking for the big cut. Juan Fulyun in the point region there. He's obviously seeing JJ lining those shots up, getting quite excited. Will get to have himself a bit of a fielding session if JJ gets those cuts going.
JJ is a very different player, so
And just pushing to backward point for 1. It's a very good shot. I mean, when JJ wants to, he can be very technically correct. But again, it's when he wants to. But the important thing, they're keeping the scoreboard ticking over, doing what they need to do to get the Renegades off to a start. Well, that's very wide. Very wide from Nyasha there.
7 extras.
At 7 extras so far in this innings. It's turning out that extras is going to get the first 50 of this round of RPL 2021. With all the uncertainty that we had over the last year, great to be able to be out here on the field bringing you a good level of cricket from Randburg Cricket Club. Dot ball, Louise Impey playing underneath that. I think with them ticking along at just under 6 and over, Harry, I think they feel they'll be in a good position to mount a serious run chase on this 120.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think, it'll have to take the bowling side 10 wickets, otherwise they should get home comfortably in this run chase.
Wickets are going to be of vital importance in this bowling attack. Another dot ball. Louise lining up the drive there and pulling out of it at the last minute. Field change has been made. They've moved the fine leg across to third man. And another one up and over the head of the slip. Louise will get the single down to third. Would have been 4 if that fielding change hadn't been made 2 balls prior. Good captaincy there from Van Beek. Effectively the captaincy there saving the 3 runs. But more importantly for the Randburg Renegades, the scoreboard is ticking over. This worked comfortably into the leg side there by JJ Stradham. 1 run taken. Good fielding there from Sean.
Actually, such a low total. Don't you think it would be a good idea to start with some spin? Just change it up a bit. Ask them to work a bit harder for their runs.
Harry, as a spinner myself, you're a spinner yourself. We both think that any time is a good time for spin. But in this situation with what the pitch is doing, another wide there. But yes, I mean, we saw it at the back end of the strikers' batting innings when Ali Patala and Aviwe were operating. The spin, A, it keeps you within your time frame of bowling your overs, but B, there's a lot of purchase for the spinners on this wicket. And I think going up front, especially to players like Louise and JJ, who I think are more accustomed to the ball coming onto the bat and enjoy that bit of pace coming on to score, making them manufacture their own momentum off the bat would have been an intriguing option for Van der Vyk. I mean, he's a spinner as well. He can do a job. Might not have been a bad option for him to throw himself on up front, but you know, you look. They've got the two seamers operating, going at 4 and over, 5.5 and over. It's posing for a very interesting run chase. They haven't done a bad job. None of them are leaking 8, 10 runs and over. Again, Gareth Saunders there, singling the wide. Seems like it's a stock idea for the bowlers today to be putting the ball outside off and trying to make the batsman play at it.
21.
But with both power plays that we're seeing, obviously in the first innings, not many runs coming off it. In the second innings now, the bowlers are doing a decent job in the power play as well. Oh, there you go, tucks him up a little bit, bowling straight in on the stumps. JJ working it through into the offside, not getting it through the ring. There's a lot of energy out in the field, which is good. I think largely in part to Arabile not keeping quiet and keeping the troops on the up and motivated. Anyone that's played a club game or two with him will know that that is his go-to. He is an incredible motivator of men and women on the field. And he's doing a great job in keeping that going in this RPL. It's especially good when you've got a lot of youngsters in the team like the strikers have. It's a great thing to teach them about the game of cricket, how one person just being on the field and being vocal and energetic and motivated can really get a team on the up. Another ball in from Connor that's worked through the vacant gully area for 1. Taking his single there. It's with both teams, the bowlers up front and the power play doing a great job of keeping the runs down. Oh, Connor again beating the bat of Louise. Into his third over now, the top of the innings, and so far unsuccessful in the wickets column. Another one that beats the edge, just bowling a beautiful line and length he is there. That one firing in at the stumps, and dot ball there to conclude the over. 5 overs gone, 22 without loss. Renegades needing 99 of the remaining 90 deliveries in this innings. And it's going to be key for the strikers, making sure that they keep the over rate up. They are not in a position where they can afford giving away runs due to overs not being bowled in the time frame. But I think one of the important things for the Renegades in this batting inning so far is the fact that they haven't lost any wickets in the first 5 overs. Arabile Gumeri coming into bowl, the motivator, the Black Panther of Randburg Cricket Club.
The man with the longest follow-through in the game.
Yes, I'm hoping that our camera is close enough to catch his follow-through. It's longer than his actual run-up. And to his credit as well, the man that's made all of this possible with regards to the camera and the microphone for you to, I'm not going to say enjoy my voice because, yeah, but to have this opportunity of us watching the RPL from the comfort of our own home. Here comes his first delivery, maybe a little bit straight, at a deep square rather than a fine leg, and they'll get 2 for that. Good fielding there from Sean on the boundary. Great return in as well. JJ will start with a 2. Sorry, club captain Harry Ladiga just figuring out 1 or 2 things on the system here. Again. Oh, we could be in trouble. Louise called for the quick run on the keeper's misfield, and JJ not returning the run. Louise will depart, run out. It is the first wicket.
Louise is not
for
happy
the
with
Renegades.
JJ at the moment.
She is not happy with JJ. JJ effectively just turning his back on her.
Touch gloves and sent her back. He's done that to me before. He's quick enough to get it.
Did you see who ran him off?
It was Tabani and Arabile combining there to get the throw in directly above the stumps from close range to get the wicket. The run out will be credited to Arabile Gumedi.
Into the crease.
The man with the magnificent mane, Dylan Farrell, has made his way out to the middle to join JJ.
2 Prem batters strike.
Both of them Premier League batsmen, both of them played a pivotal role in Randburg returning to the Premier A division. Arabile just drifting a bit straight there, and JJ's whipped him off the pads all the way for 4 through the leg side. There's only 3 fielders on the leg side for the strikers, and JJ has picked the gap perfectly. 2 of them on the rope, only 1 in the ring, and he's just picked that perfectly. That's right.
Change of field. Man coming from point into fine leg.
Well, it's more of a 45 that he's put in there. Moving Sean around the boundary a little bit, and the next ball just outside the off stump beats him completely. There you can see when we were mentioning his follow through, could literally on the follow through tie the batsman's shoes. So we will catch up on the on-screen scoring shortly. Confusion was more than just in the middle with the run out. Oh, it's hard back at the bowler, and he has stopped it on the body. And dot. Yeah, there we go, and all caught up at 29 for 1 ball remaining in this, the 6th over, and he finds the edge. Golden Arm Gumedi finds the edge of JJ Stratham.
Frustrating time for JJ, obviously with the mix-up of Louise. Didn't go on to capitalise.
It seems it's still playing a bit on his mind. And that lack of concentration or application in what he's doing has effectively cost him his wicket. Fishing outside the line of off stump to a good delivery from Marabile has seen the Black Panther wield his first wicket of the game.
Something planned for him, but it's just one delivery.
That's fine. Young Matthew Ford making his way to the middle to join Dylan Farrell. Okay, for a young age that he is, he's quite an accomplished batsman as well. Young Matthew can tend to take his time to get himself in, but he has the ability to turn an innings. He's quite a stroke maker. Connor Clark will be bowling his 4th over of the innings. Got Chris Greaves agreeing with the statement of Matthew Ford and his stroke making abilities. The young man, as with most young cricketers, it's the tendency to let the head get in the way of actually batting, and not just batting and enjoying what they're doing and focusing on what they're doing. They had a dot ball in their first ball that Dylan Farrell's had to face, and it's kept out well. This was the point in the last round where Dylan conceded his wicket. Oh, Connor cutting him in half there. Well bowled, young man. Nipping away from the batsman there. Creating a bit of problems, the youngster. It's good to see.
Arrow reminding the batter that it's not that easy out there.
Agree, the strikers are definitely on the up here. 2 quick wickets in that last over. Went from 22 without loss to 29 for 2. Good way to finish the power play for the strikers. Oh no, Dylan Farrell edges off for another donut. Not happy with himself. Connor Clark gets due reward for his bowling. 29 for 3 all. 29 for 3. 6.3. It was caught behind, not bowled. Strikers have found a way to put themselves firmly in the driving seat. Top 3 all dismissed. And they'd feel that they're in with a very big chance here. Wicketkeeper for the Renegades, Pilar, making his way out to the middle. Had a successful innings with the gloves leading up to this. Hopefully for the Renegades' sake he can replicate that success with the bat as well. And he's an accomplished batsman, can do the job. He and 40 by 2 new batsmen at the crease. Going to need to put together a partnership in order to steer the Renegades back into contention in this match.
Bit of a curveball now, I'd say. It's changed this dynamic of the game.
Absolutely, it's one of the reasons we love this game of cricket. Everything can change in a matter of 6 balls. Looking good there on the drive. The first ball phase, that'll build a bit of confidence feeding the ball in the bat. Very, very loud in the field by the strikers now. They feel that they've got the momentum. They're on the up. They want to capitalise and push the advantage home. As Harry mentioned earlier, it's going to take 10 wickets to win this game. It's not going to take keeping the runs down. Off. The effort ball there, sending that through, beating the bat with pure pace there, young Connor Clark. And that's the end of the over. So 7 overs completed in this innings. 29 for 3. The required run rate has just edged up above 7 an over. It's 92 runs needed of the 78 balls remaining. And you'd feel that if the Renegades let this get up to about 8 an over, they can pretty much kiss their chances of this game goodbye. The Strikers, this is their first game in the tournament, and they are really making an impact. Arabile Gumedi going to continue. Went for 7 runs in his first over, however, managed to get the run-out wicket of Louise MP. It followed that up with the wicket of JJ Stradum. So it's a situation of Arabile looking forward to attacking and getting more wickets. As we've seen, it's not an easy batting track that the teams are playing on today. It's been quite challenging for both teams up at the top of the innings. Arabile having to pull out of his 2-kilometer run up. Going back to start his process all over again. Dropping it in back of a length, falls just short of the keeper. Confusion in the middle.
Sorry for the language there if you caught that on the mic.
Do apologise. It's a PG-13 rated broadcast, but hey, even the pros get caught in the stump mic at times. Won't tell you who it was. Send through an SMS, I'll let you know. Much better. Oh, wide ball there by Arabile Gumedi. But a much calmer head on the 2 batsmen. Pillow, the previous ball, calling through for that quick single in the misfield by Tabani. Matthew Ford sending him back. Jeffson, and he's played that in between the backward square leg and the mid wicket, so they'll get the single there. And Matthew Ford off the mark. You've got to give credit to Connor Clark finishing his overs with a maiden and 1 wicket for his 10 runs in his 4 overs. It's exceptional bowling up front at the top of the order. Exactly what the Strikers needed to put themselves in contention with this match. He's done exceptionally well there, the young lad. He's gotten that ball a little bit full. It was a slower delivery that he went there, having a word. It's just defended off into the leg side, no run there.
I'm gonna check out.
Arabile dropping it in slightly full of a length outside off, and the drive played by Pila, but just worked into the fielders and offside ring. It's seeming more and more like the strikers, every ball that's bowled, they're getting more and more motivated by the dot balls and really feeling themselves getting into the driver's seat in this match. However, the Renegades still have quite a bit of firepower in their batting lineup. Oh no. Big hack across the line. As you can see, the more confident Arabile gets, the longer his follow-through gets.
Had a few words there.
I think if he bowls 2 more dot balls, he's going to be following through to give the wicket keeper a high five. And there you go. This time he repeats the shot. This time it's worked through the leg side. 4 runs. And Pila getting off the mark. It's the end of the 8th over. The Renegades found themselves at 35 for 3. Going at 4.3 runs or almost 4.4 runs and over. Needing to get themselves to 7.2 roughly to chase this total down. 86 required off the 72 balls remaining. Got 7 in the shed.
Yeah, I think Renegades need to turn over the strike a bit more here. Lots of dot balls in between the boundaries. Already we've had 2 run-outs or run-out situation and almost another one. So, yeah, let's hope they can turn it over.
Definitely, Harry. It needs to be a positive rebuilding partnership here between Pila and Matty. Can't afford too many dot balls. Jean Phil coming into the attack from the Michael Gwyneth bow end. Yeah, like I said, they're going to need to put together a positive rebuild in this partnership. Looking to score, rotating the strike. If they can tick over for the next 4 overs, 5 overs, getting a run and ball with quick singles, I mean, there are a lot of gaps in the field. To the Renegades,
Field's still up.
Yeah, to the strikers' credit, they haven't had to push anybody really back to the boundary now. As we can see it now, all 11 fielders are within the ring. Sorry, 10 of them, they've got the 3rd man out, but they are looking to be attacking, be aggressive. A credit to Captain Van van Wyk there, looking to put the pressure on the batsman. But this is a partnership that needs to build and build in a positive manner in order to get the Renegades back into the game. There you go. Good singles. The start of the positive rebuild the Renegades would be hoping. Oh, he's put that slightly wide. Oh, Ryan Jacobs.
The Randburg Bridge.
Yes, the Randburg Bridge. It's good fielding there on the boundary. 4 runs has been called. Good effort there by Matthew Graham, but unfortunately couldn't pull it back in.
Current is too strong there.
But a much needed boundary for the Renegades. You can feel need to get themselves another 10 to 15 in the next 2 overs. Well worked into the leg side. And this is the positive batting I was referring to. It's with the 2 of them looking to score for every ball, working the ball well. Get themselves both into a position where they can set the team for a bit of a launch going deeper into this innings. And with the relative inexperience of Jean Phil into the bowling attack now, could be the bowler that they look to take advantage. Oh, Matty Ford with a drive up and over the bowler's head, and Gus Eagleton making an effort to get there, just not quite quick enough. Reminiscent of JJ Stradham in the field in the first innings. JJ getting a hand to it though and spilling it. as he will tell you standard procedure. Oh, and a wide ball there. And they will pick up extra runs on that wide as well. So another 3 runs going into the Renegades tally there. And this is turning into the over that the Renegades needed at this point to give themselves a chance and get into a fighting position. And again, worked into the leg side. Captain van Wyk very quickly onto that one, preventing the single. It's great fielding from the young man there. And Captain leading by example, putting in the hard yards and the effort in the field. Stepping across, and the wide has been called. So 12 runs off this over so far with 1 ball left to go. Has definitely been the over that the Renegades required. Stringing it 2 or 3 more of these in a row will get the Renegades right back into the driver's seat. Whipped into the leg side, straight to square leg. No run taken on that, and that's the end of the 9th over. 47 for 3, the total. That over of 12 runs there, bringing the Renegades right back in. Beautiful thing about T20 cricket is it just takes that 1 over. This game is now poised on a knife edge. Could go either way. Captain van Wyk bringing himself into the bowling lineup, replacing Arabi Legumedi. We saw in the last innings that when the spinners came on, things started happening. As Harry and I alluded to earlier, we would have potentially opened with this man had we been in a captaincy role on the field, but it could have actually worked out even better for him. Connor Clark, like we said, outstanding up at the top of the order, going for 10 runs in his 4. Van now hoping to replicate the success of the spinners in the first innings. I think 5 wickets between the 2 of them. And first ball, Pila using his feet, and they are pushing hard for the second. They will get it comfortably. That is great running by the 2 batsmen. Great running by the 2 Renegades lads, knowing that they have to put pressure on and rebuild.
For the bookkeepers out there, I think Vanu's going to get a wicket this over.
Chris Greaves making a bold prediction. Hit that straight down the ground. 2 fielders converging on it. One of them collapsing upon it and saving 2 runs.
Caught Dan Stark.
Very, very bold prediction here from Chris Greaves. He's saying Van will get a wicket in this over and the catch will be taken by Daniel Stark. I'll give him odds of 75 to 1, yeah.
Can I make a bet?
Unfortunately, I don't have enough money to make that bet. Oh, he gets the wicket, but you still don't claim. Great bowling there from Van Wyk. You mentioned, yeah, stumped there by Tabani Moyo. Our 3 Premier League players sitting here in the box with me, arguing about who called it right. All that matters is they called that wicket and they came all quite proud of themselves. But the partnership is broken by the captain. Gets the important wicket there. 51 for 4, just prior to the halfway point in this innings. Renegades not out of it, but you'd feel that the longer they take to get really going, the steeper the hill that they're going to have to climb at the end. Our viewer centre walking in to join Matthew Ford. Had a bit of an explosive knock in the last game that he played for the Randburg Renegades. Pila not too happy about himself running past that one. Was looking good at the crease. Started building himself a good innings and not too happy about running past it. The field hasn't changed much with the introduction of the new batsman. The cover fielder and the mid-on fielder have been brought into short positions now, catching positions. And the first ball very well defended on the front foot.
I'll run you out.
Second one, he whips through into the leg side. They'll take the single.
What would the odds be if you gave it to me for a super over?
Super over in this game, I'd give you a, looking at the score now, I'd give you a 20-1 odds on that.
Would that be the case in this tournament? Would it go down to a super over?
Definitely would. Definitely would. We don't determine T20s by coin tosses, mate. There you go, umpire Malchus requesting Chris Greaves to run on there with the sanitizer. End of the 10th over, we're at the halfway point in this innings and Renegades are sitting on 52 for 4. Not out of it, needing 69 from 60 deliveries. I'd say we're in for a cracking finale to this match.
Yeah, if 2 more wickets fall in the next 2 overs, Renegades might find themselves in a spot of bother. If they carry on like this for the next 4, then I think they should make it home quite comfortably.
The batsmen that are in the middle there are going to need to build themselves a platform to launch from, going deeper into these overs, but also can't leave it too late. Arabile Gumeri coming back into the attack, switching ends from young Jean Fillion. So Arrow will bowl his 3rd over. The only bowler I feel that makes sure he gets his discovery steps in with his follow through.
Too thick. Just hold it.
A lot of mic side entertainment here as the 2 Premier League gentlemen next to me try and figure out how to smoke the hubbly properly.
It's health and safety precautions.
Yep, they've all got to have individual mouthpieces and they're manufacturing them by hand. It is an accomplishment when they do eventually get it right.
JJ should be in the middle, but he's doing some other activities on the sideline. As he nicked
as he's honest, it's better than watching him bat. But a lot of confusion happening now with the side screens. Lots of arguments. Unfortunately, side screens aren't in a position to be moved. And all of that commotion for a dot ball. VUM Matthew, they're going to look to establish themselves at the crease for the long run. They're going to need to put some pressure on the bowlers and on the fielding side. Full toss, and he's whipped that into the vacant leg side. The keeper's going to have to chase that one down to the long on boundary. They're going to turn for the third. Throw's coming back in. And a great 3 there. Interesting field setting though. Not having the fine leg out there. Ball's bowled full in onto the pads and he's just whipped that round the corner. Great chase there by Tabani as well to get to that. I know a lot of wicket keepers that are just going to point at the boundary and go, why are you bowling there? Good effort from the young man to chase that down. That would be the following up. Full ball, middle and off stump. Forcing the block out of Matty Ford. Doing exceptionally well. The bowlers for the Randburg strikers. This ball has been played beautifully out into the covers. I'll take the single. Every run being cheered here at the moment. Watching for the overthrow, but not being taken.
Ali directing his taxi in.
Marshalling the troops. Ali Patala.
He's actually.
And another one in the block hole there from Arabile Gumedi. Find it exceptionally impressive that a man with a run up that long isn't tired by the time he gets to the crease.
All for the discovery point.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with claiming your discovery rewards, bowling 4 overs. Now getting your 10,000 steps in, just marking out your run up. But doing well, he's maintained well. Oh, and cut away. Ryan Jacobs collapsing on that. The end of the 10th over now. 56 for 4. 65 required for the Randburg Renegades with 54 balls remaining in the innings. They've got the 6 in there.
56 for 4.
6 guys still in the shed.
I'll
6
pay
wickets still remaining. It is a delicate situation for the Renegades. Can't allow the strikers bowlers to build up their confidence. At the same time, the strikers bowlers can't allow the Renegades batsmen to relax into a rhythm. It's a great situation to be in as a spectator of this match. A couple of fielding changes being rung out. Get the sub-fielders on, get everybody but a game time, field time. Arabile Gumedi coming off for a well-deserved rest, and JJ Stradham clearly not happy to see him. Well, we're going to try and have a chat with the two of them together at some point. You can hear it. Apparently they've got a running scoreboard. It's 1-1 now. Quick single taken into the point region, the misfield. They were looking for the second there. No second being found, unfortunately, but Worked into the leg side. Worked down towards the fine leg region, only the 1 run taken. And this is exactly what the Renegades need to be doing. They need to be taking the ball over, making sure they're getting 6, 7 runs and over, put themselves into contention to go for it at the end. Oh no, leading edge. And the captain has got Matthew Ford.
School rivalry there.
Yeah, a little bit of a rivalry there. And Matty Ford will depart. Just closed the face of the bat a little bit too early on that. Van Wyk picking up a wicket.
We might be in a situation where we actually thought the past score was a lot more than what we thought.
He's going to make a huge change to tomorrow's games. I cannot wait to tell you what we've just had to witness in the commentary box. The new batsman, the experienced batsman of Mike Chinoa, walking out to bat with his face mask on.
Yeah.
Strikers find themselves in a great position. We thought 120 might be well below par. Not really competitive, but they have come out with an amazing bowling attack and really taken the game to the Renegades. Van Wyk with his 2nd wicket. Arabella Gumede getting his first, but it all came down to the first 4 overs that Connor Clark delivered right up at the top of the order, going for 10 in his 4 with a wicket and a maiden. It's that platform there that has allowed the strikers to keep attacking and keep going in the field and put the pressure on the Renegades batsmen. And as we sit right now, that could be the match-winning performance from young Connor Clark. But Mike Chinoa, Premier League stalwart for Randburg Cricket Club, has found himself out in the middle. And he has nearly thrown his wicket away first ball, almost picking out short cover.
This is going to be a comedy act, this.
Chris Greaves lining up. Trevor Noah against Billy Connolly right here. Clash of the comedians. You'll get 2 runs by pushing it through the covers, but nearly picking out the fielder. This time, going a lot more orthodox and just blocking it in. Ryan Jacobs, the man in the covers, that's keeping very busy with Mike Chinoa here. Again, rocks onto the back foot. Quite a fair amount of bounce coming there from Vanu. And the end of the over. He's 60 for 5. Renegades running along at 5 runs and over, needing 7.5 from here on in to take the points for this game. And you have to say that today has been a day for the bowlers so far. The bowlers have really put their hands up on this deck and staking their claim. I mean, it was Thomas Mann, 2 spinners in the first innings, Connor Clark so far in the second, Banu putting his hand up as well. Juan Fulyun coming back into the attack now. Bowling to a viewer who himself is starting to get going on his 5 runs off 7 deliveries. Hasn't been there for very long, but knows the job at hand. Slow looping ball outside the off stump is a wide. And Gareth Saunders not stretching as much as he did in the first innings.
Proper loosener by the bowler there.
Everyone's allowed to warm up. For some of us, meaning to tender more, it took more than a few. I'll show you my joke. Next ball in the block hole. Opportunity there. Arabella Gumede, even being subbed off the field, can't stop him from voicing his satisfaction.
Shouting at his camera. The man with a plan.
The man with a plan. Can't keep himself off of TV, it seems. We were going for a big shot over the leg side, getting the inside edge. We'll only get one.
If he gets hit in the stomach, it's LBW.
That's falling short, bud. So just a little bit of banter going on around here. It's unfortunate for a viewer who's not excelling in the stature aspect. But he's doing the job that needs to be done for the Renegades at this point. Oh, Mike looking to go big against a young man. You feel that this is almost a mismatch in experience levels. Jean Fouillon played quite a bit of school cricket, hasn't had much experience on the club cricket level. Mark Chinoa, a veteran of the game, has played quite a lot of high level cricket. Goes big, goes very, very big. Big six from Mark Chinoa. First six of this innings. Just waved Chris Greaves' bat at the ball. Chris Greaves telling everybody that'll listen that it's his bat. Wants everybody to know it's the bat, not the batsman.
No, correction. Mika can hit a long ball. Mika can definitely hit a long ball.
It's a great shot with that. He didn't even have to power it that much. Could just literally lean into it and send it flying over the rope, about 15 meters over the rope.
Very decent shot.
Goes again. His ball's gone up. Fielder's underneath it, and he's dropped it.
Unlucky, unlucky.
Fielder moved to the long on boundary to take that shot out of Mike's game. Mike picks him out, and will get his second chance. Relatively regulation catch put down there by the fielder. He shall remain nameless to protect his identity there. Single taken down to the third man. And end of the over. Much better over for the Renegades. 70 for 5. They now need 51 off the remaining 7 overs. Required run rate still at 7.3.
Yeah, one big over here changes the game. Otherwise, it looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Is it selfish of me, Harry, to hope that this goes down to the wire?
Oh, not at all, not at all. We've witnessed a great game of cricket so far. Pretty level pegging, slow start in the power play. Sort of picked it up during the middle overs, but some wickets have fallen on both sides of the innings. So yeah, it's a fairly matched game so far. Spin has been the secret so far, the key.
Note to the two captains bringing their teams down to join these two tomorrow. Spinners in the lineup could potentially win you a game on this track. It's definitely the turners that are making the impact on this wicket. Look at the wicket the last round. It was your slower bowlers, or Mark again going heavy across the line, hacking into the leg side, gets himself a 4 there. Fielder out on the boundary. He didn't have to move very far, but was hit with such power that he didn't have much of a prayer. He got a hand to it and still couldn't stop it.
75.
Whipping it massively hard off his legs there.
Yeah, Chinoa's bringing out the broom there.
This time looking to carve and cut it into the offside. Aviwa wanting the quick single there. Mike turning him down. Good fielding by one of our ladies' representatives at the point in the point position there, making sure there's no single available for the batsman. Oh, this one just looping a little bit off the bat, but not carrying enough to the bowler or the short mid-on fielder there. Unorthodox fielding position in most club cricket, but when utilised properly is a very vital position in the field, especially for an off-spinner. Get the dot ball there. We've already got 5 runs of this over. Another boundary is what the Renegades will be seeking, looking at putting themselves back into contention here. Mike getting on the back foot, driving, not getting any purchase of that shot. And
I believe we might have a special guest, Hamish, tomorrow. on the mic. Potential chance.
Would be fantastic if I could be joined by the living legend himself.
The big old hub shoe.
The hub shoe. We will see if he is available to join us tomorrow. He has expressed interest.
What about a little bit of Mike Larry? Is he in the cuckoo nest?
Definitely a potential, but I suppose he's already honoured enough having this end that we're sitting at as the Michael Gwyneth Bow end of the Randburg field. I think he's honoured enough. But if Michael made his way down to the ground tomorrow, we would not be adverse to putting him on the microphone with me. Be fantastic. Yeah, we'll have to censor that commentary, but another wide there, and they're taking the single on that. Young Phil Yun has battled to find his rhythm at the bowling crease. He's battling a bit to string a few deliveries in the right areas. But
Mike's going to wind it up here.
you know, Mike's gonna be interested in having a little go at him. There it is, the big swing, the big shot. And he's bounced just inside the rope. Just inside the rope. The whole batting team shouting for the 6, the whole fielding team telling them it's 4.
It has to clear the rope to be 6. It has to clear the rope to be 6.
Don't worry, we do have coaching courses to explain the rules to these cricketers. If it bounces inside the field of play, you can't claim 6. Dylan Farrell.
All I'm going to do today, man.
Yeah, Dylan says all he's going to do to those claim runs because he didn't score any. Again. Thank goodness he's got a sense of humour. Right, work down the ground for 1 there. Mike is really imposing himself as the batsman that could take this away from the strikers.
So yeah, to answer your question, this is my point that Mike could be up there in the leading run scorers of the tournament.
With us here at Randburg having such a wealth of talent available to our captains when selecting teams, any batsman on any day could just jump up into that top spot. All it takes is that one big knock, get you right up in there. It's bowled the back of a length, cut just in front of square and fielded easily in the covers. So a reminder again that we are going to have 2 games tomorrow as well. Oh, he's worked that into the gap, beat the cover fielder. They're going to go for the 2. It's Connor Clark picking up on the... It's not Connor Clark, it's someone else. Dan Stark, thank you. They all look the same in their hats. A lot of youngsters out here. They all look the same, all agile, all excited. Not like the guys that are roughly my age or older. The most exciting thing about fielding is when you get to sit in the shade. And that is a great quick single there, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Very, very good over again there for the Renegades, and now setting this up for a nail-biting finish. 85 for 5, 5 overs remaining, 36 required. Needing 7.2 and over. So the required run rate is not getting any higher, which is exactly what the Renegades need. They're matching what they need to.
Yeah, I think another big over from Mike here might just push them ahead here.
If Mike
continues in the form that he's going, striking at about 140, definitely the game is within their reach.
Yeah, Mike's looking for the boundary. There's no ifs, ands or buts about it. He's definitely looking. If we were doing a great job at just rotating, keeping that scoreboard ticking over to let Mike have that opportunity. Oh, went down the track, that bottom edge, saving his wicket effectively. He slipped at the non-strikers end, cancelling out that 2. But regardless, it's the run on the board that counts, and
Super Mike is on strike.
Super Mike. Back of a length in at the body, and Mike defends it. He'll be waiting. He's experienced enough as a player to be waiting for that bad ball that he's going to get from Vanu. That one a bit fuller. It's beaten everyone, including the keeper, and they're going to push their run through there. Oh, they're coming back for the second. They're taking on the arm of Gus. And they make it. Gus Eagleton, the fielder there, not able to prevent the 2 bars there. Took on the arm. The batsmen were successful. Super Mike back on strike, and he's beaten by the turn there. It's an intriguing battle between Vanu and Mike here. Vanu's bowled exceptionally well. Oh, finds the leading edge. But thankfully for Mike and the Renegades, that's just along the ground. With 1 ball remaining in this over. Mike cuts away. Oh, Ryan Jacobs, the wall.
The human dartboard.
The wall in the covers there. We're going to start calling him Gandalf the Grey just because of his hair. But you turned around straight to the ball there. You shall not pass.
Go back to begin.
Do not collect 200 Rand. Great fielding there by Ryan. Stopping what could have been big runs going through there. We're 88 for 5. 33 required from the last 4 overs. Run rate has just trickled up above 8 now.
88. After 60.
Chris Greaves still raging on about the potential for super over. I'm going to drop you up to 25 to 1 odds here, Chris.
I think there is a definite, well, not definite potential chance, because that would be impossible.
I'll even put down a 10 on that.
But, I'll secure that with my Coke.
Make me a billionaire. Securing it with Coke. No. We do random tests here at the club. No one is positive for drugs.
What's Tristan's surname? Cronier.
Tristan Cronier, the bowler to close out the innings here for the Strikers. Captain Vanu van Wyk, a lot of confidence in this young lady. Running in. Oh, no shot offered. It's a big appeal. Possibly missing down the leg side. You do know that if we had the facilities to do it, there would be several people reviewing this right now.
Including Gareth, the umpire.
Gareth Saunders looking for all the help he can find out there. Tristan in again to a viewer. Viewer whips her off the legs. They're going to push hard for the 2, potentially even a 3. Super Mike wanting the 3. They're coming back. That is a great 3. Exceptional running. Yes, that is one of the long boundaries here on the Randburg Oval. But you still got to turn and do the 3s. Great running by these 2. We really are building a strong partnership. Their partnership's on 33 at the moment. And for the Renegades' sakes, they're hoping that it doesn't stop there. Needing 30 of 22 deliveries. Mike going big, going large, and straight into the clubhouse. A massive 6 from Super Mike. 24 now required off 21. A massive hit from Mike. Super Mike is going to be the name on the back of his shirt from here on in. I see it if he takes his team home. Captain Ollie excited with this. Mike goes again. He goes again over the mid-wicket boundary. That is another 6. Another big 6 from Mike Chinoa. 100 comes up for the Renegades. And now the Renegades are firmly in the driver's seat.
I see a promotion in the Prem setup here. Huh?
Mike Chinoa batting 3 for Premier Leagues this season. JJ Stradham, Dylan Farrell getting dropped into the middle order.
103.
And that is sensible cricket there from Mike Chinoa. He's hit 2 massive 6s. We'll just take a rest here on this ball. Outstanding batting from the young man.
That bat's scored more runs than I did with it.
1 ball left in the 17th over. And suddenly we have a proper game on here. It's a great comeback there from Tristan. A big over there for the Renegades. 15 off that over. It's now 18 off 18.
The Renegade skipper is pacing up and down. Bit of faith in his team again.
Got more nerves than a ginger kid in the adoption queue, the Renegades captain at the moment.
He started laughing.
This game is delicately poised. The runner ball wins it. 18 off 18. Renegades with
There's a massive twist to come.
Chris Greaves calling the super over. Keeps reminding me. I've got my 10 on the table. I don't see your money there, Chris. Can't have confidence in your claim then, bud. Yeah. Matthew Graham, the new bowler coming in, he's been asked by the captain Van van Wyk, close this off here, bud. The leg spinner throws a full one. And a viewer dropping down on one knee, sending that to the backward square leg boundary for 4.
Not an ideal start there, especially with the game being so tight.
Close game like that, that's not what you want first up. Loosener that could end the game.
Let's see how the young man comes back from this.
He's going to have to show some character here. Does it again, plays the same shot. And they've taken the single. Super Mike on strike. 5 runs off the first 2 balls of this over.
Let's hope he doesn't bowl a full toss to Super Mike, because we know where that's going.
Full toss for Super Mike. We've got to be careful. We're running out of spare balls if Mike keeps going like this. Oh, looking around the legs. Umpire Nathan doing the dreaded walk wide. Wide's been called there. That's 6 of the first 2 deliveries effectively. They find themselves needing 12 of 16. He's played it down the ground. They're going to look for the single and quite content just to take the one. They are now in the driver's seat. Firmly in the driver's seat are the Randburg Renegades. 11 or 15 is what is required. Better delivery, wow, but that is cut into the offside just behind the point region, and they will come back for 2. It's a great arm there from Tristan Cronje. Great arm coming back in there. 112 for 5. Goes down for the sweep again. That will be called a wide. And the Renegades are now in single figures with what's required. Oh, a dodgy half tracker. Aviwe has helped that all the way over the square leg boundary for 6. And it puts the Renegades within 2 runs of winning this match. 2 runs away. 119 for 5. At the beginning of this game, we thought, no, the total of 120 wouldn't be enough. We have been proven correct. A wide ball bowled there, so it is 1 run to win. Oh, never mind. He has not called it wide. Apparently clipped leg stump. Sia, thank you for agreeing with me. Promote Mike up the Premier League batting order. What a finisher. I fully agree. Super Mike, I think, has definitely put his hand up here for the Man of the Match award. He's got himself a stick in the bowling. He's definitely taken the game literally out of the hands of the strikers. 2 runs to win for the Renegades, 2 overs to go. And you would back Super Mike to finish this off. Arabella Gumedi coming into bowl his final over.
Strange here from the skip spray in the field with only 2 to win. I expect everybody to be in the ring here.
Absolutely. Mr. Greaves, I'm putting my money back in my pocket on our super over bet.
I think that's gone out.
I'll send you my banking details for the EFT. Super Mike driving down the ground for 1. Little bit of argy-bargy, a bit of banter going on between Arabella and Mike.
Would have been a dot ball. The field is up.
Field is up. It would have been a dot ball.
Too late now, skip.
Far too late now. Now we bring it in and close off the 1. You feel that, credit to the strikers, they did keep an attacking field for as long as they could, cutting off 1s and 2s, but once Mike came in and just started launching everything up and over. And a viewer, huge shot for 4 up and over the mid-wicket boundary. That ends the game. The Randburg Renegades have won this game by 5 wickets. Outstanding performance with the bat.
Pitch vision agrees here. Match complete.
A great partnership of 66 between Mike Chinoa and Aviwe Sentwa. 32 runs each, both of 24 balls. Renegades saving the win there. Outstanding performance by this team. Honorable mentions, Connor Clark definitely gets a mention for an outstanding bowling performance up at the top of the order. Van der Vyk as well, a great performance with the ball as well. But all credit to the Renegades for closing this game off. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for this broadcast of the RPL 2021 match between the Strikers and the Renegades. We hope that you will join us for the double header that we've got on the oval here tomorrow. Yes, Pilar, I've said it several times, and the Renegades win. Thank you very much. I hope you join us tomorrow for the double header we've got at the Randburg Oval.